In this video, we will spend some time understanding the concept of keys. As we've already seen, databases contain tables. Those tables are usually mapped either to entities or to the relationships between those entities. Each of those tables, in turn, is composed of attributes. So the attributes of an entity are going to form the columns of the corresponding database table. And in this way, a database associates an entity with all of its related attributes. Remember now that all of the entities of the same type are grouped together into an entity set. In the world of relational databases, this means that each entity corresponds to one row in the corresponding database table or relation. This is great from the perspective of grouping together logically similar entities, but it does give rise to the question, how do we uniquely identify one entity from amongst all of the other entities of the same type within the relation or table? And the answer to this question lies in one or more attributes which uniquely define an entity. Think, for instance, of a social security number or a taxpayer identification number. These are unique attributes. In a sense, they uniquely define an individual. It's no coincidence that virtually every country in the world has a unique identifier like the social security number, and for much the same reasons of convenience, we are always on the lookout for groups of attributes which can uniquely identify an entity and eliminate any ambiguity. Such a unique identifier of an entity is called a key. Given an entity, there are often several different possible choices for keys. For instance, let's say that we are modeling a person. Possible key attributes could include the email ID, the phone number, or a social security number. One might argue that the social security number is the most robust of these three, but depending on our use case, the email ID or the phone number might have to suffice. But what is certain is that the key must be unique for